Start our timer as soon as we really are live. Looks like we're there. Looks like we'll do it live. We'll see how the timer works for us as a engagement tool today. And let's play this Autumn Classic and see how that treats us. So timer is going up. Starting now. For some reason, I got the timer where you guys can't see it, so that's not great. There we go. All right, got that where you can see it. Hey, what's up, Solo? Been a minute since I got to talk to you. How's your day going, bud? Oh, I was in the backfield. I thought it was a run, and yeah, I messed up not getting contact there. All right, there's our timer. We got that going. Tori's there, and um, Roland is there. How are you guys? Rise and grind for Madden. Are you gonna play this event, the House Rules thing? Autumn Classic, I think is what it's called. I'm not 100% sure on the rules on it. I think there's no special teams in the Classic. Yeah, I'm going to play this and try to get as much coins as I can. But he's running some no-huddle on me here. Oh, I should have had the pick. All right, let's see. If you guys are on TikTok, lock in, follow, share, and like. We need you, everybody, all hands on board, tapping and not napping there. Hands it off to Scatabo. So I'm guessing you didn't watch the Thursday night game. It was kind of an interesting game, but wasn't super entertaining. UNLV ended up winning the college hoops. Got a quick hit on him, but he hangs on. 3rd and 2. TK Mac and Zach, how are you guys? Hey, happy Friday to you, Mac. How's your Friday so far? Oh, he's got the hook up there. Finally linked your E. Oh yes, yeah. You need that. You need those drops when drops are on. Why not get free packs? Hey, what's up, Penny? How's your day going? Happy Friday. Yeah, that AI rendering, Henny. I actually grabbed your guys' logos, and I intended for it to render your logos in along with your name. So I may try to do it again, but you and Shano can play with it, and if you don't care for it, yeah, I completely get it too. Hey, Kinsler, thanks for the jewels. How's your day going, Kinsler? Uh, Singa Carcon. I have no idea what you're asking me, to be honest, bud. You guys asking me meaning of life questions there in chat or something. Yeah, what I had in my mind was just a simple little template, and then you guys could change the team, change the team and the title, and hopefully that would work out well. Just working today for Henny already. Last time you played, drops weren't a thing. Oh, it's been a bit since you've been on then. I'm trying to do the the right shout out here. Every time I do one of those watch along streams like we did yesterday, I get all my stuff kind of moved around, which is, I mean, it's fine, but then it takes me a while to kind of reset my overlay and where things should go. All right, Metcalf into the end zone for us. What a play. Bopped a big one there. Oh, so you haven't played for a long time? Yeah, I honestly don't even remember when they started doing drops. I feel like drops just kind of crept up on me. And, you know, now we're very used to it in the culture of this platform, at least. So yeah, Kinsler, thank you for all the jewels. How's your day going, Kinsler? The timer's the fear of missing out timer of the Bears. I need you following, sharing, liking, tapping, yapping, all the good stuff. Bears is like, I'm not here for a full-time job. But yeah, the more active you guys are, the more the timer goes up. We're trying to drive the stream to the for-year page, as most streamers likely are trying to do on TikTok. How's your day going, Bears? Oh, got it into Lynch, but I don't think I broke the plane. Oh, they gave it to me. I don't think I got across. I'll take it. Yeah, don't yeah, don't tap Dad too hard. He's fragile. Boski Bo, what's up, Boski? How's your Friday morning going? Good to have you there. I feel like I got the scratchy throat going here, which isn't great. Let me drink some water. I thought the play was over. I'm grabbing this big old tank of water here. And we recovered the fumble. So, got that going for me. We're playing house rules today. It's the Autumn Classic. So, we'll see how this goes. So, Boski, what's the weekend looking like, bud? Watching sports? Found out Boski is not much of a movie enjoyer yesterday. Yeah, I kind of feel like McDermott maybe needs to go too, because it seems like they have a contention window right now. And I don't know that McDermott's going to get it done. But what do I know? Oh, I guess they overturned the play. Weird. I didn't think that was a thing in mud. Watching the rain flood in the fields is Boski Bo. Hey, Indo Carter, thanks for subscribing, friend. Indo, it's supposed to flash, right? And it doesn't always flash for what we call the red platform where you're watching, the way it does the other two streams that I'm on. Because for whatever reason, it doesn't connect well. So let me show you what the lights should do for you. They should change color. I'm also going to make them flash for you. Thanks, Indo. Indo sent 100 for 2 jewels. Thanks for the jewels, Indo Carter. This guy got the ball back and he's trying to make us pay. So that's what happens when you subscribe, right? And then if you follow on TikTok, they flash blue. And if you guys follow up over on the purple platform, you guys know purple, where Ninja used to be popular way back when. They'll flash green. Let me show you the green flash. Hopefully get you guys to follow and subscribe everywhere since it's free. Oh my god, there's like 8 million things you can do to the purple stream. I'm just looking for where it says follower on my software here. They got too much stuff. Let's see if this works. Nope, that was not the right one. Sorry, it's taking me forever to read chat because I'm trying to show all the light animations here. But they update the software a lot and things go where I don't expect them to be. Oh, there it is. It's towards the top. Okay, there we go. Now we know. It's called Lumia Stream, the software that I use for the lights that controls it. They should make the call to Dallas in the offseason, says Cam, regarding the Buffalo Bills. Let's see, Brandon Bean has Josh Allen thrown to Plumbers, worst general manager in the league. What's the question of the day? Question of the day is this. Do you prefer fast load times or better graphics? Let's see, Henny and Sean, they played a couple more yesterday as we get a jump pass animation. Ended at 1,095. Top 30 fell somehow by now. Oh, interesting. I wouldn't think anybody would be pushing that much here through the middle of the night. A-Rob, he'd rather have better graphics for sure over fast load times. What a question, considering what we currently play. A game with that doesn't have both. I think the graphics are pretty nice on that end, though. Maybe I'm too easy to please. All right, Warren's free. Warren G is going to regulate. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Oh, Warren got through that. I thought I was down. I need to stop giving up on the plays. Warren makes it through the giant sandwich, and there we go. Taco, thanks for the heart me, Taco. How's your day going there on TikTok? Need everybody on TikTok yapping and tapping there, especially with the stream just getting live. We got to get that for-your page push. I hope today's the day we make it to 40,000 followers. So you guys are the ones in charge. You're the ones we've been waiting for there. Back to IRL baseball tonight. Oh, really? Already? Travel season for next year. So you guys getting out and getting some practice in today? 40K followers, you get a backflip is what Solo says. Nice 3 weeks off. Oh, try to dump it off to Lynch again. Not that time. Here are the best players, says Adam. Who's the best player, Adam? Me? On Madden? No way, Adam. Not true. Dakman's in the chat. Let's see. Hawks Prime is there. What's up, guys? Another note, Davis Mills 3-0. Not sure how you go back to Stroud. I saw something that said Davis Mills is 3-0 as a starter. That's going to earn him another 5 years in the NFL. I think Stroud's the franchise, right? But yeah, it's tough to bench a guy that's winning. Yeah, their defense was doing quite well. Oh, and he had the double move on me. I'm not fast enough to stay with that. Yeah, we're using Seattle theme team. We have an indoor facility. Got team practice tonight. Off for next week, and then go 3 times a week. And what age group is that, Henny? So yeah, Hawks Prime, how is your Friday going? What's the Hawks doing on the weekend? 11s only. Okay, that sounds fun. Any kids like nearly as good as your son, or do they not necessarily take it as seriously as he does? Working right now, waiting for the Warriors to bounce back today and win. I hope so. Portland beat us last time we played Portland, right? So we'll see how they play. Seemed like they were playing hard under Thiago Splitter. Mike M&M version. How's it going, Mike? All the kids are good. Okay. No casuals, I'm assuming. Working on it. Only 25. I'm on 40 Hawks right now. Yeah, third game of the year. Yep, they got us. I think it was on the back end of a back-to-back, and we had to travel up to Portland. But, yeah, Blazers kind of had our number, so I won't overlook Portland for sure. Greg, welcome in. I don't know why this guy's throwing himself on the ground and stuff. Too much time on the clock for all that. This is a team that he plays through perfect game. So, yeah, Greg, what you up to today? How's Greg going? All right, Buddy runs in. He'll go for 2. We're playing the Autumn Classic, so there's no kicking in this one. No, I think maybe you told me about Perfect Game, but I'm not 100% sure. I definitely could use a refresher on it. Hill Mario. Thanks for following, Hill Mario. How is your Friday morning going? Good to have you there in the stream. Today's question of the day is, do you prefer better graphics or faster load times when you're gaming? And he's able to zap it in. Opponent's pretty good passing offensive player. Getting in from work. What type of work do you do, Greg? Love Madden for Mario. Faster load times for Greg. Yeah, who wants to sit there and wait, right? If I'm gonna wait, it better be good. Better be worth the wait. Hill Mario says no one. That spin was not able to stay in bounds and try to keep going forward, but yeah, it's a good opening play. Can't remember. I think my opponent had the ball first coming out here. Play so many games, sometimes they start to blur together a bit in my mind. We're doing the Autumn Classic for anybody just tuning in. Not Real Jeff has joined the stream and the community. Jeff, thanks for following. We're on the march to 40,000 followers on TikTok. We're getting very close. Jeff, do you have a favorite NFL team? If so, who do you root for? Got a buddy saying hi in chat. It's Rugby Rancher in the red chat. What's up, Rugby? Rugby, who's your favorite rugby player of all time? If I had to pick one, I don't know. I haven't seen too many great players with St. George, Illawarra. Probably would go with like Ben Hunt for rugby. Mike's here in purple chat. What's up, Mike? He did all the waiting back in PlayStation 1 days, but he works for the steel mill, so they make tube. I think I may have asked you about it before. If not, somebody else had a similar profession, like recently in chat. Jeff is a Chiefs fan. You wish Will Anderson was on Mike's team. Yeah, Will Anderson's pretty significant player, right, on the Houston defense. Right, Marshawn running through some of those Giants. And Antonio DePoint. I don't know much about Antonio. Actually, probably know nothing about him because I'm super casual rugby observer. Prince Moz. Yeah, I'm not doing math, buddy. 6-7 memes are old anyways. We're all about chicken banana these days, Prince. See, that trade up a few years ago to get 2 and 3 was very worth it, says Mike Plays Games. So Boskibo was just saying, how can you go back to CJ Stroud with Davis Mills winning so many games? I think they got to go back to Stroud once he's really healthy. Had to be somebody else. Second time in. 1-year-old doesn't give you much phone time. Oh, I understand how that goes. Yes. My youngest is now 4, and I have a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old. So, yeah, I've been through it a lot this last decade of life. So, yeah, no, I completely understand. Sometimes you just get a little bit of time to yourself to enjoy and relax and get your mind off of whatever the little person in the house needs. Because when they need something, you're going to hear about it. Let's see. Levi says, "Go Colts." Who's your favorite Colts player of all time, Levi? I have a Colts moderator over in the other chat. He might pop over and say hi to you, considering you're a Colts enjoyer. Defense was glued in there. Oldest is 15. Okay, so you're back in the baby saddle. Not your first rodeo. Mike says, it's not like Davis Mills has been the reason they've been winning games. It'd be different if he was lighting the world on fire, but he's not, says Mike. Colts are Greg's team as well. His favorite player, T.Y. Hilton. All right, Colts are representing strong. We got Colts fans in all 3 platforms this morning. All right, McCarthy looking to score before the half. Levi says his favorite Colt is Dallas Clark. Yeah, Dallas Clark was really good. Got a little pass interference there. Let me get away with. What in the world? Solo Phil walk in, man. Were you wasting too much time scrolling or what? It can be a little bit of an intrusive app too. Oh, he's going for the mountain double pass. I'm over the top of it. Rylan, thanks for jumping in. Rylan, who's your favorite football team? I run the mountain double pass all the time, so yeah, my eyes lit up on that deal. Let's see. We got Greg with the GGs. Thanks, Greg. If the offense matches the defense, they'd probably be Super Bowl contenders. I believe Mike's talking about the Houston Texans. Yeah, if their offense was that good, they'd be great. Rylan is a Chiefs fan. Will the Chiefs turn it around and make the playoffs, Rylan? I'm asking you because you probably know better than I do what's going on there in Kansas City. You think so? Yeah, they've done it before in the past where they've kind of pulled it out their last moment deal. All right, he's going for the big heave. There's nothing but blue jerseys around, and we're tackled down in the end zone. Most interactive chat that you've been in. Oh, right on, Greg. Yeah, I don't get the streamers that like don't read chat stuff. I know some of them just want to lock in on the gameplay, but I feel like it's just messed up. You know, you got somebody that takes the time to come in and spend time with you and hang out, and yeah, how are you just going to ignore it? We just need to lock in. Do I have Xbox? I have Xbox previous generation. I'm not on Xbox this gen. The old Xbox has been turned into a media center, and I use it to stream movies. Sometimes while I'm wearing a pirate hat. But yeah, I ended up on PS5 this time around. Yeah, I think Xbox is great this generation too, for what it's worth. That defense can hold an elite offense to 14 points on any given night, says Mike Plays Games. Oddly, I wasn't really impressed with their defense against Seattle on the Monday night game, but it could have just been one of those off days too. Levi says it's crazy how the AFC is finally running through the South Division after 5 million first-round picks since the year 2000. Rylan was going to ask if I wanted to play them. No, I don't really play friendlies for what it's worth. I usually joke that this is a non-friendly stream. Am I going to get the Steam console thing? Probably not. I don't really game off PC. I feel like it's going to run off a bunch of PC games. Maybe I don't understand how it works, Boski. Maybe I plug it into my TV and then I can play all the, you know, the games that are available for PC gamers, and it'll be great, but it doesn't seem like something that I need. And then the kids are very happy having a Switch too, and they have a playground console too, so they have quite a bit of gaming available for them as youth players. So I don't know. Anybody else going to get that Steam console when it comes out? Usually I'll wait till MLB The Show. In the past, I've dabbled with 2K, but 2K is really off my radar. 2K used to be my main game a long time ago. Hey, no cussing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Snap. Yeah, Snap was saying thanks for being a fresh breath of fresh air and not cussing and all that stuff. Yeah, a lot of people are very profane, and if you're trying to watch with mixed company or something, uh, yeah, the sports streamers can be tough to listen to. Like if you're wanting to watch at work or on public transit or something. Rob 85 710 has followed. How are you, Rob? Thanks for following in. Who's your favorite NFL team, Rob? Yeah, I don't think this is open. I took myself out of field goal range, so we'll probably keep the offense out. Tristan, I'm a Golden State fan. My favorite player growing up was Chris Mullin, and I was a big Daniel Marshall fan too. That's where the name came from. Like I says, if you have a good PC tower already that you can play games off of, then the Steam console isn't worth it. It's more casual consumer that doesn't want to dish out $2,000, 2 grand for the PC gaming experience. So there's a breakdown from somebody that probably knows a lot more about it than I do on that Steam console. Fourth and forever, and we get the touchdown. What about that fourth down play yesterday? Bills were looking at the game being over, and they ran a little hook and lateral play, and they got 40-ish yards or so on it. It brought home my underdog play. I was happy that Allen was over on yards, higher on yards, excuse me. So yeah, underdog. Use code DYF. Please be sure to download it if you guys haven't. A lot of negative energy for most streamers. That's why Boski Bo's here. I appreciate it, Boski. Yeah, it's funny how that conversation comes up once in a while, and people will mention how negative and how toxic a lot of the sports gaming streamers are. It's like it doesn't need to be that way. We just can talk sports, and it doesn't have to be being disrespectful to each other or disrespectful to chat. I will go after the trolls a little bit when they come in hot, but that's mostly just jokes. Hopefully they take it that way too. I know Marshall's a crazy pool. You're a Westbrook fan and a Raptors fan. Oh Snap likes the Giants. Who's your favorite Giants player of all time? Oh Snap. I'm trying to think of my favorite Giant of all time. I liked watching Lawrence Taylor, although I know Lawrence was not particularly a good person off the field, allegedly. But yeah, Taylor was fun during my youth because it felt like he was going to do something crazy on defense. Haven't gotten a mic yet, or haven't gotten a mic because of the trash talk. Oh yeah, I don't chat with anybody that I'm playing against. Too much nonsense. You never know what's going to come through with other folks. Tight Spot's on a 7-day watch streak. Thanks, Tight Spot. This interception dedicated to Tight Spot. He's watching on the Purple stream today. Mike says, let's say somebody wants to play a PC exclusive game, but any PC would run the game. It'd be pretty expensive. The stream console works out for them in that scenario. He puts it like this. If you want stability, stable frame rate, reliable system, get a console. If you want to push games to their limits, high frame rates, make your eyes spin, high potential, that's what the PC's for. Yeah, I haven't really gamed off PC in many, many years. Even then, it was just more of a novelty for me. But I used to buy some games for PC back, like, late 90s, when first started getting, like, Windows-based home computers for my family. So let's see. Rob's our latest follower. Rob, thanks for following in on TikTok. TikTok viewers control the timer. It's over here somewhere. We are very close to 40,000 followers. So if you guys can like and share and all that good stuff, definitely helps. Just even chatting a lot. I think the more activity happens on TikTok, the more it drives more activity there. Kind of like a snowball effect. Solo Phil says he only plays FPS, story games on PC, sports games on console. Our opponent decided to quit, so GG, we'll get our first win in Autumn Classic. Let's see. Nambiar, welcome in. How are you, Nambiar? Whoever's sending those red chat reactions, we super appreciate it. On the red platform, we're just chugging along. Haven't got this out to show you guys in a while, but I have this little thing on my desk. And it shows me in increments of 10 how many subscribers we got on the red platform. So thanks, guys, for 6,140 red chat subs. I wouldn't be shocked if next year I'm not sitting here with the red chat being my most popular platform or something. I think with TikTok going under new ownership, it'll be interesting to see how much they can keep the algorithm the same way, and you know, if the platform gets better or worse. Purple platform is where everything started. I would prefer to use the names. TikTok's very strict if you use the names. That's why I usually refer to them by colors. But yeah, purple's to me it seems like it's kind of in a weird state in that it's gotten to where there just isn't a lot of discoverability. I think it's regressed as far as like watch hours globally on there too. Feels like they're focused on way too many things that don't matter to the viewer or to the streamer. Mike likes playing War Thunder. You can get that on console and on PC. The game looks way better on the PC though. It gives you an additional 200 frames on PC. I've played War Thunder on console before, and it's kind of a cool game, but I bet you it does look better on PC. Was just wondering, so you can support. Oh, Greg, yeah, you're supporting just being there. Super appreciate it. I'm sorry if I missed a question. Once in a while, the moderation settings holds up a message there on TikTok, but if you want to, Greg, you can click on my profile. My link tree's there, and you can join the Discord server. You'll never miss a stream. And if you use like, you know, Instagram or X or any of that stuff, all the links are there. But I use the same social media name everywhere. It's Danielle Freak, if that's easier to search that way. But he is going RPO, and I was trying to disengage with Jamal Adams and go cover that. It felt like I got held. We saw a flag. Maybe I'll get bailed out by a flag. Told you JSN was coming for the Triple Crown. I hope he holds on to it, Dom. Let's see, Alexander. Thanks for following. How are you, Alexander? Do I think Murakami will sign with the Pirates? No, I don't think so. I think he's going to end up in Dodger blue. Unfortunately, we'll see though. I feel like the Dodgers will get him and move on from Muncie or something. Hey, Adams makes a nice play, and we get the turnover on downs. Yeah, it's great to have you here, Greg. We are streaming the 3 platforms. I try to read off all the chat. The buddies in the purple platform, it's landscape view. The chat pops up on screen from everyone, so they get to kind of just hang back and read everything that comes along. If you don't have a good PC though, it can look like a potato. Mike's talking about the gaming experience there. Could see the Pirates going after him. Seems like a way to make a splash. So maybe the Pirates are in on him. I haven't kept up with many of the MLB hot stove rumors thus far. Boskibo wants him to be a Yankee. Hideki Matsui 2.0. I remember Hideki with the A's late in Hideki's MLB run. We get a turnover and a touchdown. Is it Dill Pickle? How's it going, Dill Pickle? Will I go beat the world's biggest trash talker in Madden, says Nick Ramsey. If he's the world's biggest trash talker in Madden, he's probably got the game to back it up. I don't know if 45-year-old non-yell freak is going to beat him, but hey, we can try. We can definitely beat him if we tag team him. I can load it into the game. You can knock his modem offline, and then we're good. D-Man says Davis Mills MVP. I like it. Davis Mills probably loving it right now. He knows he's going to get another bag. Get the bacon grease ready, says Solo Phil. Yes, warm up the bacon grease. That was a terrible play for my defense. We got ran through. They offered Josh Naylor a similar contract to what he got in Seattle. And that was a shocker. So Pirates looking to spend some money. Why don't they try to lock down Skeens? Skeens probably doesn't want to lock down with them, right? They clearly want to get somebody, though, in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's exciting for Pirates fans, because been some rough days there. Yesterday, I picked up the Dotson card, the weak side linebacker. He was a Seahawk a couple years ago, so he gets the Seattle chemistry for a Seattle theme team. If you guys are browsing on TikTok, come on in. Please follow, share, and like. We're approaching 40,000 followers. Today could definitely be the day if we have a big stream. Mike Plays Game says, I don't think Skeens will sign an extension unless they show off being competitive. Are the Chiefs going to beat the Colts, says Nick Ramsey. Yeah, both those teams could use a little statement win, right? Colts have dropped a couple of games. Kansas City is in danger of dropping under 500 and out of the playoff mix. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win. Who's hosting that game? I probably would nod to the home team in that one, but yeah, I could see it going either way. Hey, what's up, Ohio State? I'm here streaming every day. I don't know why I haven't been on your For Your page. That's why we need you to follow and join the Discord server. But I'm doing good. Yeah, things have been going quite well, and today could be a milestone day there on TikTok. Will Mills take Stroud's spot? I can't imagine they bench Stroud just because Mills has been winning games. But you know, I'm not the head coach. Boski Bo kind of floated that earlier in stream too. So I guess time will tell whenever CJ's fully healthy, if he gets fully healthy this year. CJ Stroud getting Wally pipped. How did the Chiefs lose to the Broncos last week, says Nick? Broncos are a good team. Broncos are not some joke of a team. Playing good defense. Bo Nix is doing enough on the offensive side for them to win games. And I know one of their running backs is putting up decent stats this year too. I forgot his name off the top of my head, but I have him on my fantasy roster. Never heard of Mills in your life, college, etc. I remember Mills getting a few starts in the past, D-Man. I thought he started a handful of games the year before they drafted CJ Stroud, but I may be messing up on the timeline. Just really trying to make sure I didn't get Lamar hammered there. Yeah, he started a full year before Stroud, says Mike Plays Games. He was a Stanford Cardinal. I didn't realize he was a Stanford boy. Here goes Metcalf, and we're looking for some blocks. And almost bounced off into the end zone there for DK. All right, question of the day. I've read it before, but if anybody wants to weigh in, do you prefer better graphics or faster loading time when you're gaming? Tonight I'll be back on. We got a small college matchup for the red platform, probably only. Gonna stream it there. Wouldn't mind streaming those to TikTok, honestly, but I'm always a little afraid of TikTok misunderstanding what I'm doing. But tonight we got Northwestern State versus Grand Canyon for men's college hoops. So hope you guys will join me on the red platform to talk about it, and also be watching that Warrior game if anybody wants to talk Warriors hoop and react to it. Depends on the game. Yeah, that's true, Mike. That's usually how it is with those questions today. It's a situational thing, right? Juju, welcome in. Thanks for following, Juju. Juju, I'm trying to see what your profile picture is. I can't make it out. What's your profile picture, Juju? I feel like it's like a mascot in the snow or something, but I may be looking at it wrong. Mike doesn't really care as long as you're running 120 frames. We're playing the Autumn Classic in Madden Ultimate Team for anybody wondering what we're up to. And Marshawn Lynch fast enough to get through and get us a touchdown. Opponent was playing some pretty good defense down there on the goal line. Run it back. See if we can play repeat on him. Hey, what's up, Alexander? How are you, friend? If you guys are in the red chat with Alexander, which you could do to help if you'd like to, and I'd love it if you did, would be subscribe and hit the thumbs up for us. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mike's saying, like on Madden, he doesn't need more than 60 frames per moment for the game, so he just would like it to load faster for like a Madden. I do think the game looks really nice this year in Madden, though. But yeah, the menus can be very clunky at times. You will, and you did it. Hey, Alexander, you definitely are your boy, Alexander. That's my boy, Alexander, coming through with a big sub. Alexander, who's your favorite athlete of all time? He's got the check down in the run after the catch. Worthy says, I got the $17 Team Diamonds pack, and you got 492s. Ooh, Worthy. Living right, buddy. Who did you get? Any of those guys going to go into your lineup, or are you able to sell those? I'm assuming they're not binder. Raishi Rice and Xavier Worthy for Juju are the profile picture. Right on, Juju. Guys running through the tackles. I don't like that. USC versus Oregon going to be intense tomorrow. USC probably wins and they make the playoffs as Mike plays games. No way. Show me your dishwasher's favorite athlete is Orenthal James Simpson. This guy wasn't very popular, right? I remember him from the Naked Gun movies as being a bit character. Hey, what's up, Zach? What sport did Orenthal James play? Boy, this card is a nightmare with this X Factor turned on. You see, you got Samari Roll, Leonard Fletcher, Roy Williams, and Joey Galloway. Dude, I want that Joey Galloway. Joey Galloway's almost 2 million coins. Zach, what's the weekend looking like? Are you bowling? Are you spending time with your significant other? I doubt you're gaming. Maybe you're getting ready for Thanksgiving. Forced a fumble and he recovers in the end zone. Vacation with the girlfriend. That sounds like a wonderful weekend. Got the 92 and the 93 one is 2 million. Okay. I didn't realize there was a 92 version as well, worthy. Celebrating 1 year together. Man, time's gone by quick. I guess it has been, a year now that I think about it, because I think it was cold weather time when you told me that you were, dating the young lady. But man, life's going by too fast here, Zach. Worthy is like 350 to 400K. Oh, Bama's in the house. Thanks, Bama. Been a Pikachu for 3 years now. Now you have A10 Warthog Jet with Angel's hat on. Change the profile picture. First time in 3 years for Mike. No way. Yeah, I remember the Pikachu. I'm not gonna recognize you, Mike. Took me a second. I kind of like sometimes I read chat backwards, and yeah, I wasn't understanding what you're doing. But yeah, Mike changed up his profile pic. Bama's still in Tanner's job. Tanner doesn't even know that he's a mod half the time. Sorry, Tanner. That's just a callback. Tanner's been a great mod since he realized he was mod. Tanner, how's your morning going? Bama, thanks for the share. Yeah, if everybody could share, super appreciated. Sharing's free. It drives a 4-year page. So let's see. Quick question. Do you like Bo Nix? Alexander really likes Bo Nix. Yeah, I didn't think Bo Nix was going to be much of an NFL quarterback. Shows you what I know. All right, Bama just got back. Mike's excited for Thanksgiving just for the potatoes. He has an excuse to eat like 3 buckets worth because you don't bother with all the other food. Mike's just like, load up the potatoes. All of them. Bring them to Mike. So, Bama, what you up to this morning? How's Bama going today? Called the wrong play. Yeah, let me just take this check down shot. I wanted to get out of bounds. I better use my time out there so we can get all these snaps done. Let's see, Bama is busy, AF, and exhausted. Oh, what's up? Truckin's here. Truckin, how are you, friend? Yeah, no, you were definitely on the Bo Nix pipeline. That sounded bad, but you were a Bo Nix believer well before I was. I think I have to admit I was probably wrong on that one. Although I think I was right being a hater on JJ McCarthy. McCarthy doesn't look like the guy. They're in Minnesota. New season of NHL today. Can't go for the field goal because we're playing the house rules thing. So let me just run a different play. Tanner hates working. That's a bummer, Tanner. When's your next days off? I feel like you get strange days off, Tanner. I feel like sometimes you got the weekend off, and like sometimes you got like Monday, Tuesday off, and things like that. I may be misremembering. I was trying to keep my eye on Cooper Cup, and Cup didn't pop free. It's good to hate on anyone from Michigan, says Boskibo. Usually Sundays and Mondays. So what's coming on the new season of NHL trucking? Any cards that you need for your ultimate team? Oh, we got a great hit stick there. Yes, Bama's exactly right. We got to get chat flying over there on TikTok. Weekends have been really busy for me. These weekdays I'm getting on a little too late. Last night, my wife worked a 12-hour shift because the night nurse called in sick. So her and the morning nurse split the shift. So that really threw off everybody's sleep yesterday. So it was kind of a bummer. Guy gets a DPI. Now he'll get a free play from the 18. Alexander's got a quick question. Truckin's got the hugging the heart emojis for you, Bama. As long as we tackle him in bounds, we're okay. Yeah, Truckin, he's happy to see you in chat. He's over in the other chat, the purple chat. J.J. McCarthy was a quarterback who threw for 150 yards a game in college. Occasionally impressive deep ball. Was carried by his run game to the natty, says Mike Plays Games. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm just rehashing it, and if there's any Viking fans, no, I'm not picking on you, but I didn't understand why they didn't just offer Sam Darnold a 2 or 3 year deal like what he got in Seattle. And I know McCarthy was the franchise and they took him, but he was like a late first rounder, had a significant injury, and they knew Darnold could win games for him. Any new TikTok items to review recently? I have like 3 or 4 coming in the Melboski. It's been kind of slow of late. I think all the tariffs and stuff really hurt the TikTok shop for creator thing because I'm guessing they're making less profit than they were previously with additional restrictions in. So I think they've been more hesitant to send out to the smaller commission sellers like myself. Anyhow, that said, you know, Black Friday's here, and it looks like we have a little bit of a uptick of approval. So I have a knee massager coming, I have a selfie light coming, and a couple other little small things. So hopefully those will be good. There's a flag on the play. Cooper Kupp can't keep his feet. Let's see if it's a legal man downfield. It is offensive pass interference. He declined and let me keep the ball. Mistake from my opponent. It was OPI. Why did he do it? That could be pivotal, fellas. Let's see how this turns out. Marshawn looking to make him pay. No, Marshawn fumbled. Well, didn't have the happy ending we were looking for. Let's see. Bama says, hi, Truckin'. TY Truckin' for the gift fam. Oh, he wasn't that late. For some reason, I thought they got him like 19th or something, Mike. Didn't remember him being 10th. Not that you want to bust at the 19th spot, but I was just thinking like, oh, they got him towards the end of the first round. Like, not the end of the world if the guy sits and if they flip him somewhere else. Truckin says, I got you, Boo Bear. Truckin had the Fortnite gift for Bama. He will understand, says Bama. I think he does. Let's see. Alexander's got a basketball tournament today. Oh, I thought we were going to get the pick. I couldn't get Woolen to move forward. Who should you play like? Kobe, Jordan, or LeBron? How about you play like Earl Boykins? If you're not familiar with Earl Boykins, check out his game. He was a 5'7" scoring point guard back in the 90s. Can we play later, but with regular teams? We cannot, Carter. Sorry. Yeah, this is an unfriendly stream, Carter. Mike says play like Smush Parker. Not the Smush. Hey, Mike, have you dove into any of the whole Lakers scenario situation where they're getting rid of the bust sons as scouts, but I guess they still have a part ownership stake in the team? I know they're not the owners anymore with the new ownership group coming in, but I guess they're kind of irritated with Jeannie. I think Jeannie must be a half sibling to them, but Jeannie's still keeping her. I want to say she's like the team president role or something right now. I think she's just holding that down until they hire somebody else that they want to. But yeah, do you think it'll cause any problems on the court? I don't really think it will, personally. But yeah, a little drama surrounding the Lakers yesterday. Ish Smith, there's a throwback. Boy, Ish Smith was he was rough in his Warrior days. Turned himself into a pretty solid NBA player. Johnny Boy, thanks for following, Johnny. Johnny, we're very close to 40,000 followers. This guy's defense is nuts. I keep trying to throw the quick hitter on the hot route, and his mid blitz is getting through. Let me see if I can block up an extra blocker. We'll keep Marshawn in and see if we can get the side door here to Adams or Warren. Adams hangs on somehow. Yeah, thanks, Bama, for translating there. I miss what Grace said. Let's see, I had an A in math, and then it dropped to an F. Make it make sense. Grace, I don't know what's going on with you. You really need to lock in Grace mathematically. Let's see, Mike says, might be a skill issue, Grace and Solo Phil. Mike caught that immediately. I mean, Solo caught it immediately. Hold on. Mike's got the breakdown on Genie Boss. Marshawn Lynch breaks the tie. So Mike says, I doubt it. She was the person who convinced Luca to extend. Sure, she'll stick around for a good bit. Thankfully to the family, but our basketball personnel department has been bad since 2015. I saw the article, and I kind of glanced through it. I didn't read it as closely as I should have. But the bus boys, kind of funny calling the bus boys, but Dr. Bus's sons, one of them was credited with finding and scouting and drafting Austin Reeves. So I was surprised that they were at least somewhat decent at accumulating talent there for the Lakers. We get the conversion. There's no special teams on this one. But I mean, I guess if you get enough draft picks and stuff too, you're bound to land a good player here and there. Let's see. Your boy Alexander has returned to the Red Chat. Welcome back, Alexander. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about Grace. She went from A plus to F minus there. Grace, were you busy scrolling TikTok when you should have been locking in and studying mathematically? Does your professor or teacher have an axe to grind with you? Yeah, I did a poor job of defending that. Was just trying to rub the route and hope the defense would get home. They're also the same people who drafted Jalen Hood, Safino over Jaime Jaquez. I didn't realize that. I don't even remember Jalen Hood at all. Jaquez has at least been decent in the NBA. He's got that little in-out zig route out to Cooper Cup. Oh, he's an IU legend. Is he still playing pro hoops, or is he already busted out? Because that name rings no bells for me. Not that I know everybody in the association anymore, but most of the names I'm going to at least be somewhat familiar with. This guy is just blowing up my defense on his run game here. If you guys are browsing on TikTok, thanks for watching. Please follow, share, and like. We want you guys yapping and tapping. So chatting and sending the likes if you're there. Trying best we can to get to 40,000 followers. Alexander says he might play like Curry. I think Curry's got to be the bane to a lot of youth coaches. Kids pulling up from 10 feet behind the three-point line shooting threes. Mathing around this early is sad, says Bama. And Roland's reactions have been terrible in this game. Yeah, Bama, thanks for the pin message. Bama does a great job there on the TikTok chat. Very limited first rounds you've had since the AD trade. They've hit on almost none of them. All right, that is the opportunity to tie the game. We'll see if he actually scores on this conversion. No extra points allowed in this Autumn Classic deal. He goes with the run game. Got him in the backfield. And he's just going to run through everybody. Trucking, I love it. Magnified Trucking in the purple chat. Yeah, chance to go in with the offense. Although I would have been happy to be trying to play keep away with the offense. Had we got that that stop in the backfield there. So I'm guessing the X Factors light up or activate more in this game mode for some reason. Yeah, you got to hit on your first rounders. Your first rounders at least need to come in and give you some solid minutes and be productive. Truckin's got the big 69. Nice. Lynch bouncing off, and he's rumbling through. So we're trying to get a touchdown before the end of the half, or the end of the game. Guess I don't need shoe clock on. Just realized that was on there. Right, at least we got all our timeouts. And he gets a hit stick fumble. Thankfully for me, Cup's there to recover it. Let's see. Worthy says, I'm level 40. Do I think you can get to level 50 by Thanksgiving? It really just depends on how much time you have to play the game. Sure. Some of you guys go nuts on the leveling up stuff. So I think it's a possibility. I tried to throw that away. Wasn't able to get the throwaway animation. Hey, Vin, how are you, friend? Welcome back to chat. Yes, like and subscribe. Thanks, Alexander. Marshawn's got it. And we are in business. Goal to go, 23 minutes. Jay Castle, you should not worry about what I should have hit and worry about what I did hit. Go ahead and tell your mom, warm up the bacon grease. She'll know exactly what I'm talking about. See, Worthy's off school this week. They gave you off till Thanksgiving. Sounds like a great school to be attending. Oh, Marshawn doesn't hang on. But he told me I should have hit the check down. I don't usually mind somebody weighing in if they've been in chat for a while. I mean, we try to avoid the backseat gaming, but when that's the first message that they send, usually not a great sign that we're going to be friends. So we just went ahead and got the roasted. The timer's usually there. The issue is sometimes I don't have the timer displayed where you guys can see it. I get it buried behind other layers on OBS. Today I tried to make sure I had everything where it belonged before I went live. Tried to act like it wasn't my first stream. All right, we get the touchdown and the conversion in the Autumn Classic mode, so opponent's going to have to go the whole way and get 2 in 15 seconds. T-Bone is in the house. What's up, T-Bone? Bama, do you think I should restart after this game and take a second bite at the TikTok apple, or just let it roll? TGIF, yes, TGIF, buddy. How are you doing, T-Bone? Any fun weekend plans coming up for you? Bama says restart it. Okay, TikTok buddies, join me on, what's it called? Twitch and YouTube if you like. If we tackle them in bounds, we're probably all right. There we go. There's the thing that's going to show you guys where we'll be at. We'll be there for like 3 minutes, guys, and we'll bring TikTok back live. Seahawks uniforms they were wearing in the game are your favorite uniform in history, says T-Bone. Yeah, Seattle's had some clean looks. I do like the blue and silver and green color scheme that they have. Giggity. Going through it lately for Vin, he can't lie. I'm sorry, Vin. Yeah, I was roasting the troll and my eyes were taking a minute to kind of scroll back up on chat. I hope everything's going to turn around for you soon, especially here on the holidays. I know holidays can be tough for folks in a lot of different ways. When TikTok gets the stream turned off, it feels nice and quiet, says Solo. Hey, TikTok buddies, I'll see you in about 5 minutes. So join me over on Twitch or YouTube, like it says there on the rotator, if you're watching there. Always aim for or hope for, you know, a follow a minute pace on TikTok. We had like 9 followers there in 50 minutes, so it can push out harder than it is. Your dad passed away. You'll be okay. Going to the gym to keep your mind occupied. So I personally lost my father when I was 24, and I still miss him. It gets easier to kind of realize that they're gone, you know, as time progresses and things. But yeah, it never feels right not having your, you know, your parent like that. Can I cover the camera for Lamar Jackson edit? No. You hate the Seahawks green stuff. You think it's stupid, just your opinion. I love the action green personally. Mike says if it weren't for the 17 through 19 jerseys for the Bucks, we'd have an argument for the best jerseys of all time in the NFL, says Mike. Started building a relationship when you met him at your wedding a couple of years ago. Yeah, that's even harder, I would think, considering you guys didn't have, you know, a long history of doing things together, and that you were just starting to connect and get to know each other. At least you had the couple years together, which I know might sound kind of flippant, but you know, I I'd rather miss somebody than never have known them. If it were me, and yeah, I miss my dad. I miss one of my grandfathers. The other one had passed before I was born. Sort of having those elders in your family you can refer to and get advice from, and you know that they've, you know, they're in your corner type of deal. Not meeting him would have screwed you up for sure. Let's see. Xander says bye. Alexander, we're going to miss you, buddy. Go shoot it like Curry. Give me a team to rebuild on Madden 11. Oh man, I gotta think about who was good in 11. Honestly, Seattle would be fun from my perspective because that was right before the Legion of Boom took off. I think you got like Leon Washington, and you may have Earl Thomas and Russell Okung and those guys there. But of course, I'm biased. 49ers around that time would have been fun too, Mike. You got Kaepernick and Aldon Smith, and you know, they were on the verge of being a great team too. T-Bone, he dislikes the lime green for Seattle. I'm playing a Dolphin guy. He's just moving the ball right up the field on me. After this drive, I'll resume TikTok. Yeah, Solo, for what it's worth, I do kind of miss the days when it was only Twitch. Not because I don't like having the extra viewers and income, but when it was only Twitch, it's just a little bit easier to have more kind of casual conversations and get deeper into whatever you're talking about. Now it's like I'm keeping my eyes everywhere, and I don't want to fail to acknowledge anyone. And then with TikTok, you know, a lot of times it's kids scrolling, so I feel as if I don't make the call to action for them to follow up or to jump into chat, oftentimes they won't do it. Like, you kind of have to ask for them to participate. Bama's going to be lurking, folding up the laundry, and ish. I'm glad you're lurking, Bama. Thought we had the interception for a minute. He decides to take off with Lamar Jackson, and that'll bring up a 4th and 2. And he goes right back to Lamar, and Lamar's diving over the line. Wasn't expecting that. I was thinking quick hitter out to the side. So quarterback zone. He likes the QB zone play. Yeah, that's a good read. This guy's a big fan of jumping down by the goal line. All right, Mike wants me to guess the top 3 players on that Seahawks team. Well, they had some rough years there for a minute. We forced the fumble and we'll recover. Went to the bag of tricks too many times there. Shoot, I want to say like Tavares Jackson or something, man, but I don't think Tavares would have been rated that highly. I can't remember if Hushmanzada was still on the team or if we had acquired Lynch then. I'll say Marshawn Lynch, TJ Hushmanzada, and the defense I'm drawing a blank. Brandon Mebane. Jackson not even in the top 10. Yeah, T-Jack had a couple of interesting years for us there. He played with a torn pectoral muscle one season. One of the first years that Pete Carroll was there. And yeah, I appreciated him as a fan. And terrible that his life completely got off track, and you know, he's gone now. Missing middle linebacker and cornerback. And I can't remember any of the cornerbacks being good back then. Marcus Trufant, maybe. I feel like Trufant became a casualty once Sherman and those guys emerged, but maybe Trufant wasn't rated that highly. Middle linebacker, was it Aaron Curry? Was Aaron Curry rated high? Because Aaron Curry was pretty bad in the NFL. It is Trufant. Yeah, Trufant was good for us. He's 87 overall. See WWE Friday SmackDown tomorrow, Nebraska Penn State, and then you got Eagles Cowboys. How about me? I'm gonna watch Golden State tonight. I'm not sure if they're playing again throughout the weekend, and then I'm of course gonna watch Seattle play Tennessee in the morning on Sunday. Right, I am trying a second shot here on TikTok. Let's start it back up there. Curry left outside linebacker. Yeah, I was thinking maybe the game had him coded wrong. I do remember him being an outside linebacker, though, is what I'm getting at. Was Lofa Tufu still playing for Seattle then? For some reason, I was thinking Lofa was already long gone. It's got to be Lofa then, yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching him. Remember, he had a 3-interception game. I think he was against the Eagles, probably like 2008, 2006, somewhere in that range. But yeah, he was a great Seahawk. Retired very young. I'm pretty sure he has like a mental health sports coaching thing or something like that now. Ooh, pop up on the throw. Let me restart my lights in case we get a second surge on TikTok viewers. TikTok followers, right? If they can make the lights flash. Yeah, Marshawn's an X factor, so let's hand it to him and see if X is going to give it to us. All right, we get the stop on the goal line, and we get a touchdown the other way with beast mode. May as well just feed him till he's out of that X factor thing. I'll call the crack toss, and if it looks bad to the outside, we'll just audible to the inside run. I think that looks alright. Yeah, he's able to run through that first tackle, which usually would have been a pull down, I think. Got rookie Cam Chancellor. Primary positions of need, obviously, quarterback, defensive line, and strong safety. Big Penn State Nittany Lions fan for T-Bone. I'm trying to grab the right defender here. Then I'll read the rest of your message. I think he's often humming there with Lamar. They're going to finish with their first losing record since 2004. What happened to Penn State this year? Is it just not a good class of players? Were they injured? Is it a coaching issue with the Nittany Lions? Because I thought they were going to be pretty solid this season. Like initially, I thought they had a fairly high AP ranking and things like that. Start Cam, see if he becomes a potential. He's only a C potential back in those days. Do you bring in Terrell Owens for fun? They did. Terrell was on the preseason team. I don't know if it was that year, but I think it was around that year. But yeah, Terrell didn't make the roster. We also almost brought in Randy Moss in the Super Bowl season. I wish those guys would have played a game with Seattle for the theme teams. Yeah, Hushman Zada was one of our big bust players too. We've been talking about that a little bit in recent streams. If you guys are browsing on TikTok, come on in. Please follow, share, and like. See Ninja Terry is watching on TikTok this morning. Owens, rookie Golden Tate. Kind of forgot about Owens. Even if it's an old Terrell. But yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember him being in the preseason meetings, and there was some clip that was kind of popular where I think Pete Carroll pranked him or something like that. Can't remember exactly the whole circumstances around it, but I thought Terrell for sure was going to make our roster. See if he can work any trade magic. But he gets the touchdown on me. He had a wide open throw to the side there, so he'll get his conversion. I could book in touchdowns. We'll see how this goes. Let's see. T-Bone says last year they were ranked number 2 in the country. They made it to the semifinals, Final Four, losing to Ohio State. Lost a lot of players on the defense to the NFL. That was a big part of Penn State's drop-off for this year. tried to lead him back inside, and he just acted like he's never tried to catch a football before. So that didn't quite work out there for my pass attack with Warren. Beast mode's still in X Factor. Greenlaw got destroyed on that play by the left guard. Because you're not playing for field goal range. It's boom or bust in the Autumn Classic. Feels like the fumbles are up in this game mode. You guys are getting me on the hit sticks, and Lynch is fumbling a ton. Thought he'd be okay with freaking X Factor on. So that's big. Gets knocked onto the ground, and he recovers. Gonna trade Hasselback and Tank. Yeah, I got to where I hated Hasselback being our quarterback there late in his tenure with Seattle. You're not going to miss much with old man Hasselback. He had a couple, like, turn back the clock games with Tennessee after we moved on from him, but I think for the most part, he was kind of a turnover machine last 5-6 years of his career. Surprised he kept getting opportunities. And we get the takeaway with Adams, so we'll snatch it right back. How can Jamal get through there? No, Jackson gets him. Abdul Carter, last year's #1 defensive player in the NCAA. Yep. Yeah, Carter's an interesting guy. I know he just got suspended for falling asleep there at the Giant facilities, allegedly. Not really sure what to make of that whole thing with Carter. He said he wasn't asleep, that he just lost track of time, and he was there to make the team meeting. But it didn't seem like the Giants were too upset with him. And he's able to get back there with Newbin and get the pick. Thought I was home free, but he was fast enough to get back. Tried to drive that out with Devontae Adams. Heads is a call. We'll take the ball. We're going to score and win against the Packers. Gosh dang it. Yeah, never seen that. Yeah, he did a good job to recognize the play and get back there. So it's a battle of turnovers, but I'm down 2 here. Trade Hasselback for Lynch in a 4th rounder. Yeah, we didn't give up a lot for Marshawn. I think he was acquired for a 3rd or a 4th way back when. Carson the best. How's it going, Carson? T-Bone, he's thinking Penn State's bouncing back next year. Yeah, Matt really thought he was doing something on that coin flip. Yeah, he did something right. Tried to force it to Alex Bannister and ended our season. Boy, he sure was coddled. He was Holmgren's guy. Holmgren, of course, traded 1st rounder to your Packers to get him. And there's times that I thought Trent Dilfer looked better in Seattle when Hasselback was hurt, but Trent never got to be the main guy for us. Even I thought Seneca Wallace had some pretty good games where maybe Hasselback should have rode the pine, but yeah, Holmgren was going to baby his guy. Chiefs Kingdom, welcome in, Chiefs. How's your day going? Thanks for following. Who's your favorite Chief of all time? What Madden number? What do you mean? What version of the game, Micah? We're playing Madden 26. Oh, I would probably wait. The Lamar's fun, but yeah, there's going to be a bunch of stuff coming right now. As far as not having to tie up your resources on Jackson. I don't know what will be coming this week, but we're just starting to get into the Thanksgiving stuff. Mark Burglar, best quarterback in free agency. He was drafted ahead of Brady. Bulger, I think is how it's pronounced. Yeah, I remember Mark having some fabulous years there with the Rams. We are multi-streaming. If anybody's watching on the vertical streams, thanks for checking us out. Hope you guys will all follow, share, and like, and enjoy what we're up to today. Trying to hold this guy out of the end zone. Only good thing is I got the ball next half in case we get down a couple scores here. Feels like an NFL broadcast. Yeah, they used to have some wrinkles in these games, presentation-wise, that they really could put the resources and development back into and make it a more fun experience again. Kind of a heavy set out here. He's been happy to get onto the run game for the most part. And able to get a user alert. Can we get a pick 2? Nah, his offensive players are faster to chase us down. Ooh, Charlie Whitehurst. Seahawks fans used to call him Clipboard Jesus because he had kind of the long hair and the big beard and all that stuff. Charlie was the reason the Seahawks got to have the Beastquake game. He beat the Rams on a Sunday night game when both teams had a losing record. Seattle won the division at 7-9, and then we knocked off the Saints the next week, and Hasselbeck returned for that game. Lynch is wearing number 43. That doesn't look or sound right. T-Bone, he's a big Eagles fan too. To be honest, you don't know who you like more. Baseball is your all-time favorite. Phillies over everything for T-Bone. And I was hoping for a miracle there on the last play. Eagles, Penn State, super close. It's like 2A and 2B for T-Boone. You love the Flyers and the Sixers too, T-Boone, or do you not follow basketball and hockey too closely? All right, we need to go level this game up. Luciano Flores. How's it going, Luciano? Luciano, do your friends call you Lucky Luciano? I definitely would go for that nickname if that was my first name. Terrell Owens touchdown. Cross body throw. I know those are dangerous, but we get some blocks, get a broke tackle, and we're at the 44. Let's see. Is it Fleelexit? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Flea, welcome in. You follow the Flyers and Sixers. You can't stand the NBA as a league for T-Bone. T-Bone. Trying to avoid those hit sticks. I want to fumble all the time. Prefer college and the Wildcats. Villanova is your favorite team. Had your fun. Now it's time to simulate the season. Yep, you got Terrell on the board. TikTok guys, come on in. We're close to 40,000 followers. Confetti's going to fall from the sky when we hit 40,000. At least that's what I was told. That's what my my manager told me today. Let's see if my manager was lying. Yeah, see if you can find the quarterback that would become Russell Wilson. Ooh, that defense was flying at me. Bash the Niners. This is a slaughter. Music to my ears, Mike. Simulation 72-27. See, so Luciano and Felix, they have not chatted with me, so I don't know who their favorite athletes are or their favorite teams. And Jackson Smith can't haul that in. I should have thrown it a touch earlier in hindsight. Opponent's playing some pretty good defense. Terrell Owens went for 242 yards. He's a little irritated at the Niners for not hanging on to him all those years later. And Dickerson bouncing through for a nice gain. Whitehurst 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. Maybe Whitehurst is the guy. That offseason, they signed Matt Flynn to be the guy, and then Wilson beat him out as a rookie. To be fair to Flynn, he was injured in that preseason, and Russ got the starts and the reps, and they never really looked back. I remember some fans were hoping Wilson as a rookie would get benched, though. Bad shape here now. I got to get a couple scores and stops. His offense has been pretty solid. Haven't lost yet in this Autumn Classic deal, but we're in danger at the moment. And he does get the conversion. I sent the D lineman in there, and he was able to sidestep and sling it in. Time to sim the regular season. If we're bad, we're bad. Seahawks, says Easy Money. Easy Money, what's up, bud? How's your day going? Yeah, too much pass pressure. Sent out 5 wide. Didn't have somebody open initially. And down we go. We'll try altering the play and see if we can get a check down and get somebody getting some yards after the catch type of thing. There we go. Cooper Kupp in a foot race. And Cooper not fast enough. Mike prefers to call them the Sea Chickens. That's tough. I do have a Seahawks theme team, HB. Dalton Prods, how are you guys? HB, do you have a theme team? And if so, is it a Seattle theme? I'm even wearing a Seattle-themed Underdog shirt today. Need you guys downloading Underdog and using code DYF. Please. It would make my Christmas for me. At that time, he had coverage on Cooper Kupp a lot tighter. Ooh, 10-6. Impressive. Good start, Mike. I think I had an open receiver out there on the circle. He took time, or he took time out. I was thinking the quarter might have ran down. All right, so opponent caught on to it. Favorite player is JSN for easy money. Who's the greatest basketball player from Villanova, T-Bone? Like all time? I sure don't know off the top of my head. I know they've had some good players, though. The Bee Pigeons. Lawrence Jackson, 13 sacks. Clemens, 9.5. Mebane with 9. Josh Wilson got 6. I forgot about Josh Wilson. I feel like he was an undersized cornerback. See, HB's got the Giants theme team. How's the Giants theme team going? You guys getting a lot of good players, or not so much? I've been seeing people running that Scatabo card a lot recently, like this last week. Feels like he's matched up against me on a handful of lineups. Oh, and I missed the throw. I think we had Devontae Adams wide open too. Just need the wide receiver for that Giant theme team. And he got a good hit stick on me. I thought I was going to completely get him to whiff. Let's see, Chris is running Jalen Monroe at quarterback. How was that Monroe card? I thought about getting him as a gimmick change of pace, but I already got Lamar Jackson in, so I didn't think he was significantly faster as just like a scrambling option. Pin Gaming, thanks for the high five for 100 jewels. It's a lot of jewels, Pin Gaming. All right, we get the touchdown and hopefully get back into this game. Ducks had a load of picks. Earl Thomas with 4. Trufant with 3. Sounds like the Legion of Boom is booming already on Mike's Seahawk rebuild. We got to go for 2. Greatest basketball player from Villanova is subjective. Paul Arizin, strong candidate, Hall of Fame, career numerous accolades. Howard Porter is often cited as the greatest Wildcat due to his dominant college performance, leading him to the Natty. Chris says he wished the team chemistry, 90 speed, got gunslinger and his throw powers at 94. So he's working out to not just be a gimmick though, then, right? He's doing a pretty good job for you, I assume. Didn't go skating for Dalton. Bummer, Dalton. Check 2K. Thanks for following, Check. We love when the lights are flashing from you guys. Cam's still probably not the guy for the future. Man, I wish we would have got Bushman's-Zada to be that good. It was close as Dalton. Hopefully you didn't travel out to find out it was closed. We're still in the game. Forces you to go for 2. Would have been nice to have got that last conversion, of course. Gotta see if I can get the ball away from this guy. You saw it on the Maps app. Well, that's good. At least you saved your time not having to travel out and waste a day. He's literally a Lamar Jackson card. Had to put him in over Darnold. I think I would have done the same if I still had Sam at my quarterback spot. Do you like the mobile QBs? You see that throw pass option? And we're out after a loss against the Packers. If Truckin's looking at chat, I can imagine him snickering right there at that one. In 2016, I feel like it was yesterday, but it's almost a decade ago. Steelers Cardinals rematch in the Super Bowl. And I tried to go cut that off, and he threw it at me. Yeah, I'm just not fast enough for it. Trying a little press and man coverage just to see if I can get something to catch him off guard, but opponent's been real solid. And that one's too open as he breaks the man coverage there. Well, try dialing up a blitz, I guess. I don't know what else to do. We'll get a pass breakup, so not the worst play. What's the best college matchups this weekend? I know Mike was telling me we got USC versus Oregon. Is there any other marquee games for college football? You know, like top-ranked teams taking each other on. Blasted him, but he hangs on. Of course, he can't take a field goal or anything down here, so he's got to go for it, and our defense has got to make a play. T-Bone, he's got to get back to work. T-Bone, what type of work do you do? I feel like T-Bone should be in cells. Oh, no way. Fantastic. How are you, friend? Thank you for the Prime sub. Haven't seen Dark Spectre today. I do see him a lot of times in these early morning streams. Tio did retire. Kim's up to like 73, and he'll take it. Fantastic, great streamer. He does a lot of football content. And I haven't got to see him stream in a while, although I haven't been on in the nights too much recently. But yeah, I definitely miss you, fam. Hope everything's going well with you and your loved ones, and hope you're enjoying some sports. Warriors are a little bit hard to watch right now. I hope we can trade Kaminga away. Doesn't seem like he fits in with the current squad. Saw a report that he was feeling like Kerr didn't believe in him or something like that, but he's been injured. It's just weird. Everything that comes out of Kaminga's camp. Well, we got a shot here. This double mid blitz is helping out a little. Gonna put a spy and send the rest. And he got him against me there on 4th down. Back-breaking play. Had to franchise tag Brandon Mebane. Yeah, Mebane was really good for Seattle. I think people tend to forget how good Mebane was because like Bennett and Averill got a lot of sacks on those teams. You know, kind of as time progressed. I ran right past him defensively. Doesn't seem like it's my game. ODK Fishing. Thanks for the happy poop for 10 jewels. Fantastic. We're going to open a pack for you and get your name on the subscriber wall. Do I think the Seahawks will win the Super Bowl? No, not at all. I wish I could tell you that with a straight face, but we've played 3 contenders and we've lost all of them. We lost to the 49ers early in the year. I don't think they're really contenders now because of their injuries, but they were definitely trying to contend at the start of the season. Collapsed in that game. We lost a game to Tampa that was very winnable when Tampa was super banged up. Had a touchdown lead late. Defense collapsed, and then Sam Darnold folded under pressure and threw an interception, and Baker Mayfield stuck it, you know, for the win. Stuck the landing, stuck the knife, whatever you want to say. And then last week we had the Rams on the ropes. Did everything we probably should have done. Dominated time of possession, yardage, first downs, all that stuff, and Darnold throws 4 picks. I don't think we're winning a Super Bowl with that. You know, with that resume going into the big time games that are incoming here. I'd like them to, but they'll have to play significantly better than they have played against the best competition through the NFC and, you know, the best team in the AFC if they were to get to the Super Bowl. So, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's our year. It's an entertaining year, and I look forward to watching them play, but yeah, I don't think it's Seattle's year to win it. We'll see. Sign all the guys that Mike wanted. Only real option free agent quarterback is Alex Smith. Oh, that would be interesting. Smith in a Seattle uniform. Oh, Dogman. Yeah, Dogman would be fun. How did Lamar Jackson stay on his feet? Let's use a timeout. We got to get it back and get our conversion. We're playing the Autumn Classic for anybody just joining right now. If you guys are on TikTok, please follow, share, and like. We'd like to hit 40,000 followers here throughout this weekend. May not happen today, but we're getting close. And Moss with a nice comeback route. He gets the first down and opponent gets out of bounds. Easy money, do you think Seattle's winning the Super Bowl? Since you asked me about it. And he's got Thornton on Sherm. Thornton's too fast. All right, so I think that's probably the old ball game. Can't go for the onside, right? So you got to get the stops quick. Kind of felt like that last drive he wanted me to score so he could rack up more stats or something too. Easy money thinks the Seahawks are winning the Super Bowl. Easy money, you're everything I love and don't love about talking sports. I love your optimism, but it's hard to have a real serious conversation when everybody just locks in and assumes their team's going to win it and kind of fails to look at evidence to the contrary that their team probably isn't the best team. What's going to be different about the Seahawks now the rest of the way? All right, Westover getting the big celebration. Seahawks enforces solo fill. Let's see, they listed Daniel Jones as limited participant, so he may not get to play much on Sunday, says Brendan. They may just be limiting his reps for some reason. Can't really tell you why, but maybe he has a nagging injury and they don't want to bang him up in practice. Caleb, thanks for following. But yeah, Seahawks in 4. Mike's not loving free agency. He's going to sim pass. Dealing with a calf injury. Well, he shouldn't be injuring those little baby cows. So, I kind of hope he doesn't play if that's what he's doing. No milk for him. The only reason we might not win is because we waste too much time, says Easy Money. How about our quarterback has a tendency to fold under pressure like he's an origami master? I'm not even a Sam Darnold hater, but Sam's got to win some big-time games before we can start thinking he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. If the Seahawks don't make it, you love to see the Lions, Bills. That would be a fun game, says Glenn. The Bills are kind of a hard watch right now. The Bills need to figure it out. Mike has found the franchise quarterback in Seattle. Now I'm curious. And Lamar Jackson will get sacked. This guy's messing around. Maybe he'll mess around and blow this game. Tayshaun Bryant, UAB quarterback. Broncos doesn't surprise you, though. They've been looking good. Yeah, Broncos look solid. I kind of wonder if New England's the team to beat in the AFC. I mean, they got the good record. Really wanted to see New England be bad for a couple decades after their dynasty, but they're back in the mix again. Somebody's got to make it out of that AFC North, too. And they might find better form as time wears on. All right, he misses the pass, 4th and 22. And we're trying to get a last-second heave here at this game. Easy money. He wants Seahawks versus Patriots. Steve Andrew, what's up, Steve? How's everything out your way? Great to see you in chat, as always, Steve. How did he get the throwaway there, guys? Did he have the arm strength when he was backpedaling? All right, we got one play for 35 yards, and then we got to get the conversion just in this to OT. Drafted a receiver who wins a 4.32. That was crazy, right? That was a nutty animation. Wish the Seahawks could have the Legion and Boom again. Glenn Bruce is missing the Legion. Me too, Glenn. Those were great days. I'm going to try to hook and lateral. Ah, Cup can't throw out of there. Bummer. Yeah, double pass would have been okay, maybe, but I think he was back in prevent. All right, let's open this pack for Fantastic, and we'll write Fantastic on the sub wall. Thanks for resubscribing, Fantastic. I'm guessing he may be watching at work or something where he can't chat. Fantastic, really cool guy, big sports guy. We both love the Asian Warriors. Football, we have different tastes, but yeah, one of my favorite buddies to hang out with. Good to see him around the platform. Jerry Rice. Why is he celebrating the first down? I don't know. Hey, this is a good pack pull. Here we go. Rookie Marvin Harrison Jr. card from last year's uh, packs. And then at the end of the pack, we got another good wide receiver. It's Jetta, so we get Justin Jefferson. But like getting that Marvin Harrison rookie card. Colts fans might be interested in Marvin, considering his dad played a little bit there in Indy. All right, so that was my first run. I think we got 3 wins before we got bounced out of the Autumn Classic program. Let me see what we got. Oh, okay. I guess you play the 12 games and then you get what you get based off of what tier you get to. So let's try to bounce back and get a win. I've enjoyed Madden a whole lot this year for what it's worth, Steve. Oh, I didn't mean to leave that rotator thing on. Just realized it was on the restart. But at least it rotates. Yeah, same name everywhere for TikTok viewers if you guys want to follow on the purple or red platforms. Sometimes we have drops and things there. Bama's back to let you know to please follow, share, and like. Henny's back. Welcome back, Henny. Last pick, 2012. Seahawks select Cody Holt, a kicker. He's 5'8". Got the big boom in the leg though. That's all we need. Seahawks Raiders coming up. John Smith, how are you, John? Steve, are you still playing MLB The Show, or are you done with MLB for the year? And the ball's loose. If your balls are loose, you know to use creator code DFR15 for manscaped.com. Manscaped's got you covered for the holidays. So again, if you're having any issues with your balls, use code DFR15 for Manscaped. Hey, I had to get a little plug-in for the Manscaped buddies. We have a new point of contact there, so they need to know that I talk about it on stream. Made a clip of that. Let's see, you're getting Madden soon. When does the new season start? Ooh, new season I think is in a few days. I think it's got 8-9 days left on it, Steve. And they're just starting to roll out the Thanksgiving promotion stuff. There's like an Autumn Classic that just came out yesterday. Let me find out about the balls. The Hornets have a balls problem. Yes, LaMelo wants out. And apparently they want to move on from LaMelo. Windsor's here. How are you, Windsor? Good to see you in chat. Good to see John Smith in. What you guys been up to? Play fake. Warner's got all kinds of space. I'm lucky he missed the throw. It was play action drag will there. Little jet sweep. It's lined up pretty well for him. This game mode has no special teams in it, so you don't punt, you don't kick field goals in it. And I guess if Thornton, for him, gets a reception, because that jet pass counts as a reception, then he gets his X Factor turned on. 85 overall with potential. That is a nice pickup, Mike. Gonna be playing some 2K for Steve. Yeah, I haven't touched MLB much. I think once the A season ended, as what usually happens to me, I lose some interest in baseball, so just kind of fell off more and more. Really enjoyed having the game on my Nintendo Switch, though. So I'll probably buy it again next year for both consoles, because having it on the Switch, I was able to grind a lot more. Might be good for content for next year. Gonna need that Tyson Bryant jersey. Rams are looking good, says Easy Money. Yeah, they looked okay against Seattle. Seattle really should have not lost the turnover battle so poorly. Can't throw it away 4 times. Oh, Dark Spect is here. Hey, Dark, guess who just resubscribed? I think he might be busy at work or something because he hasn't chatted, but Fantastic just resubbed. I was surprised and happy to see him. Fantastic. I'm happy to see you. What's happening in there? Dark Specta. And Dark just resubscribed. 69 nice. Hey, thanks, Dark. I opened a pack for the sub, and we got a Marvin Harrison Jr. rookie card, so we're gonna open one for you here. Probably between quarters would be a good time. I'm running up the back of my offensive lineman, not good. Ooh, interesting. Did you know that Matt Leinart signed with Seattle for like a day when Pete Carroll first got there, and then he decided to retire? I am surprised he was still in the game in Madden 11. I feel like that was right around the time that Matt called it a career. I'm surprised Matt isn't a talking head somewhere. You know, kind of a, good looking dude, well spoken, all that stuff. Seems like it would have been the natural progression to throw him in front of a camera for Matt Leinart. Maybe they tried it, but I haven't heard about Matt Leinart doing anything in years, it seems like. Let's see, they might lose to the Buccaneers. Oh, I hope the Buccaneers beat them. Oh, he does NCAA games on Saturday. Oh, I didn't realize it. Okay. That's my lack of college ball knowing, right? MLB, when am I going to play? When does MLB 26 come out, Anthony? Yeah, I didn't realize he was doing any games or anything right now. Or pregame stuff. Cooper Kupp with a defender on him. No problem. Devontae will throw him a dime. I think Leinart was posting controversial political takes on X at some point. Oh no, Windsor, I didn't know he was one of those. He'll be on the no spin zone one of these days then. A lot of money in the grift these days, apparently. So, all right. Didn't know that about Leinart. Let's see if we can scramble in with Lamar. We will. Mike Plays Game says he hasn't seen any of that. The blue check grift on X hits different. Yeah, just if you have a large enough following, just start posting nonsense, or hire somebody to post nonsense for you. If you get enough engagement, I guess it's profitable for them. Always seemed like a chill guy on Twitter from Mike's experience over in the purple chat. If the Raiders take Tyler Lockett, they will be good. What are you talking about, Easy Money? They already got Tyler Lockett. Raiders are terrible this year. I love Pete Carroll, but he hasn't turned it around yet. And I hope Pete gets some time to work on that team. As far as Mike can tell, he only posted about football. Maybe he decided to lock in on football with his commentating job. Yeah, I don't think Tyler's got a lot of good years ahead of him, unfortunately. So Dark Spect has been streaming a little bit on Dark's own account, and he's also streaming occasionally when he plays in some of the league games on some of the other platforms, or the other streaming channels. But I hope you guys will follow Dark Specta. I still haven't caught you live, but I've been looking to see when Dark Specta's live. I caught Solo Phil live yesterday. But Tyler Lockett's been a Raider for like 3 weeks. In fact, they went to overtime against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, great fumble return into a fumble, and we give it right back. But yeah, they went to overtime against the Jaguars, scored a touchdown to level it, and Pete Carroll rolled the dice, said, let's go for the win. Gino tried to hit Lockett in the end zone for the win, and it was batted down. So that would have been like the Seahawk Vegas moment if we could have got Gino to Lockett for the win, and Pete, running on with his hands over his head. But yeah, they came up a little short. It was a good play by the Jaguars defensive lineman. But yeah, Raiders are rough this year. I kind of feel like Jitney may be a bust, but maybe it's the offensive line. Maybe it's not just on Jitney. It could be on how Chip Kelly's using him. I kind of suspect Kelly's going to be gone after this year. It doesn't seem like Kelly's translating to the NFL game. Offensive line 100% says Mike Plays Games. And Chip Kelly. TikTok buddies, we're close to 40,000. Come on in off the For Your page and please follow. I see Levi, Steven, Austin, Diaz, Eddie, Chai, all of you guys. We need you. We need you on the follow team. Not the looking and browsing team. All right. Forced fumbles are really overpowered in this game mode. I don't know if it's limited to the game mode or the game got an update across all the game modes, but hit stick is super OP in this Autumn Classic. Too much. It's like a Super Ball bouncing around there. Ginny doesn't look very impressive. The Raiders are really bad since Windsor. I thought Chip might do okay because I mean he did a good job just being the coordinator there in college. Of course, college and pro is a different thing, but I was thinking like, yeah, he might be a nice fit for the Raiders and just lock in on calling the plays, but hasn't been the case. Can defend the run really well with the defense, but your corners don't know what they're doing, says Mike. The old Donnie Dot. Who expected the Raiders to be good this season? I was hopeful, just because I'm always an optimist. Dark Expected did not expect the Raiders to be good this year. Oh, I went for the hit stick and I whiffed. Now I want to see the ball pop out every time I'm on defense. Mike thought they would be solid at least. Not Jackson. What's happened to Not Jackson? How's your Friday morning going? I guess it's afternoon for you guys on the East Coast. Not Jackson, welcome in. Thanks for getting us one step closer to 40,000 followers on TikTok. Well, they have a new general manager, right? They got the guy that was the assistant GM from Tampa to go along with Pete. So we'll have to see how they do moving forward. Now, if you say Mark Davis stinks, yeah, Davis doesn't have a winning track record. One thing with Davis, though, is he thought he had the guy, supposedly, read an interview with Davis, he thought he had the guy turn around in Gruden, and then Gruden had all the emails, right? The juicy cheerleader emails. He described them in a little bit different term, and yeah, that was a wrap for Gruden. Yeah, you can't put yourself out there to get the hit stick on you. It looks like the hit stick is just going to force too many turnovers. We'll get one there, and that may be the meta for this weekend if you're playing this game mode. Let's see, not Jackson. He's good. It's his day off. What type of work do you do? Yeah, it's like supercharged right now, Dark. I don't know. Canada doesn't feel like we're playing a simulator anymore. It feels like we're playing arcade. Speaking of arcade, ref, get out the way. All right. DK to the end zone. Oh, you didn't know about the whole John Gruden thing? All right, so John Gruden, they somehow unearthed emails between Gruden and the former Commanders owner. I'm drawing a blank. Schneider, I think was his name. And he called the cheerleaders juicy C words. So, yeah, it's kind of a bad look. Don't know that anything that he said privately really should have been put out there by the league, to be honest. But yeah, you can't do that and hold a position within the league anymore. So yeah, Gruden had to be the guy that got the sword thrown on him, or he got thrown on the sword, or whatever. Yeah, juicy, very juicy. I think there was some other terms that he used too that were not particularly empowering to both gingers or to everybody. 0 friggin' points, says Bama. You do insulation. Oh, cool, Jackson. Easy money. Listen, you have to leave now, but that's just for today. That's just temporary. You don't have to leave permanently, easy money. You can join us in the Discord server or on any other social media that you use. They're going to pop up here in a quick minute from Nightbot, and we can talk Seahawks and anything else that you like. So yeah, please stick around in the community, easy money. Love having Seahawks fans in, even if they're more optimistic than I am. Maybe I'm too pessimistic these days. Old bitter Donnie dumping on the Seahawks. Should you start Junkins or Jitney this weekend, Junkins? Born a Packer fan for not Jackson. Who's your favorite Packer of all time? Here comes first drive for the first round quarterback. You have mixed feelings about what is or should be public and private. Yeah, like I don't like anything that Gruden was saying, but he probably just thought he was talking to the boss and, you know, locker room talk or whatever you want to say. Because sometimes you say stuff with your friends that you wouldn't say to anybody else. Of course, putting it in written form, not smart, and yeah, the league decided to crack down on it. Braden, welcome in. How are you, Braden? I think Gruden's making some money for one of the fantasy apps now. Pretty sure he has like a podcast or something. You know, he's not missing too many meals at least. There's definitely folks that are having it harder than John Gruden is. Let's see, those Seahawks alternates will always be the favorite jerseys besides the creamsicles for KC. Can't really pick, but either Donald Driver or Woodson. Just thinking about an owner. You should think talking about that to an owner is weird. Oh, yeah, it is. Yep, definitely, Mike. Buddy is trying to score before the half, and he's got 1 second left. Go Pack Go, says Joey. A bit of what? Yes. Hard shell tacos. Disney tacos. I got a check mark being a Disney streamer. He's anything but. Let's see. You know, Dan Schneider had done far worse than Gruden. Hold her tighter. She's a fighter, Dan Schneider or whatever. No, that was based off a different guy that had the same last name. But yeah, Schneider seems like a scumbag. Let's see. Sure, Gruden will have a job in college or the NFL soon. He's shown interest as Mike. His podcast is amazing, though. Quarterback camp is fun to watch. So, despite Gruden's misgivings as a human being, I love John Gruden on Monday Night Football. I thought he was an excellent commentary guy. I know not everybody likes the same people that I like, though. I like Chris Collinsworth, too. I know some of you can't stand Chris. Max Kramer, how's it going, Max? Max, thank you for the rose on TikTok chat as well. Opponent refuses to quit out, so we're just kind of racking up the stats here. And I want to get this one in the books. Looks like our timer has ran out. Maybe we'll play one for the road, depending how long this one takes. I am back on stream today, and that's going to be a college basketball game. Look at Lamar Jackson rumbling for the touchdown. All right, now we're clip farming. I should have started acting crazy on that play. Would have made for a better clip. Yeah, I really like Gruden being a color commentary guy. I thought he had good insights. I thought he was entertaining, and yeah, I miss getting to hear him do that job. Lamar is gross on Madden. K Dottie, thanks for following. How are you, K Dottie? Oh, try to throw it in behind him, but he's able to get it with Lloyd. Yeah, now we're clip farming. Yeah. We're up 32-0. It's clip farming time, unfortunately. No disrespect to my opponent, but he's got no quit in his game. Chad has followed. How's it going, Chad? All right, sure. Porter's got it. Let's see. I want to stand up and act a fool for the clip, but I'm afraid of messing up. Wait, I did get the lateral, too. That would have been slick if we could have lateraled the rest of the way in. Let's run the mountain double pass and see if we get a funny one here. We'll try running it to the left because I usually don't run it to the left. If you guys are scrolling on the red chat with Chad, we'd love you to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And I'm sorry, Steven, I missed your message there. Hold on, Steven. Ooh, DK didn't look good at quarterback. Any downsides to Madden that I don't enjoy? Probably my biggest complaint is that the menus are slow, which can be a little annoying when you're trying to go through the menus and set your lineup, but it's not terrible. I feel like I have a good time playing Madden, maybe more so than I do this show these days. I don't mean literally in November, just like last couple years, I think I've had more fun with Madden, but I think this show probably draws more viewers and more new folks to my community in general. Oh, he knew where I was going. He'll get the pick. I'm having trouble locking in, guys, up 32 towards the fourth quarter. But that's on me. We should try to keep racking up the stats, I guess. All right, let's see if we get a touchdown on our next drive. First, we need the turnover. Every time you go to the auction house, it kicks you to the main menu. Yeah, it does have little idiosyncrasies like that. Solo's saying it, and that's true. Sometimes when you try to go play a challenge, it'll kick you back to the main menu too. And you just have to reload in, which can be frustrating because you're just wanting to play. All right, Cam Chancellor's got it. We're clip farming. I'm gonna start dancing like Cam. Ah, bummer. I fumbled. Oh, Cam got it back, I think. All right. Yeah, I was gonna get up and start doing the high step in the office, but play didn't last long enough. And if you don't last long enough, use Blue Chew. No, just kidding. They're not a sponsor yet. Maybe one day. Where's special teams? Oh yeah, there's no special teams. I wanted to run a fake kick try against this guy, but I can't do it. 4 verticals instead. Bama's ready. Bama's ready for the clip. Let's see if we can get a big Lamar scramble or something. Here we go. Lamar got smashed instead. Lamar saying, we're up 32. You think you could sub in the backup? No, Lamar. We need clips. All right, Lamar to JSN. JSN was trying to throw lateral. I think that was the old fumble Ruski. So we threw that forward. Illegal forward pass. Josh Wilson, I'll trade you to Detroit. Don't test me, says Mike plays games. Mike's had enough of Josh's nonsense. What if we pulled off a drag route and then lateraled back to the quarterback and he runs it in? Would that be a cool clip? Let's try it. Thank you, Bama, for all your help. You want a Brett Favre Ultimate Team card so bad. Joey, I don't know if you've heard about the stuff Favre was up to, but I don't think we're going to get Favre in the game. He would not be a popular card in Mississippi. Unfortunately, Cooper Cup's not getting open enough for what I want to do here. Josh Wilson and Hushmanzada for Megatron. Ooh. Dropped a wide open deep ball. Mike's going insane being the Seahawks GM. Bummer. Not getting the clip that I want here. All right, Lamar Jackson. He'll turn into Superman. No, I'm not going to scramble. Come after me. All right, Lamar's in for another touchdown. And we'll go for 2 because we have to. Trying to put the 40 spot on this Raider fan. Why is this guy still playing? If it were me, I would have quit a long time ago. Down 30 plus. All right, so we got 40 on the board. Bama saying F it. Go for 2. You have to in this Autumn Classic, Bama. There's no kicking involved, so you can't punt, you can't take the onside, none of that stuff. It just runs the same play over and over again too on offense. Receiver makes a little hesitation, then kicks out. He's taking a shot at me. Newbin's taking a shot at the football instead, and Newbin's celebrating on the return. I was hoping to return it the entire way for a touchdown. Instead, we'll fumble out. Let's see. Steve says, I agree. You enjoy Madden more when something needs fixing, they do it. Oh, he finally ran a different play. Maybe this guy's watching the stream. MLB, they don't listen to the customers, like sliders, shrinkage, or the player will still being broken. Correct. No kicking allowed in the Autumn Classic. The House Rules event thing. All right, Kurt Warner trying to get some points on the board. Instead, we get a fumble recovery here. Oh, I threw it back to him. Johnson's got it at the 20. This game's taking so long, guys. I'm sorry. Hopefully we get something good for our efforts here. Right now he goes to the ground game. I think he wants to get points on the board. Maybe he just wants the moral victory of scoring against me. Or she. This cannot be fun for our opponent, right? Oh, Thornton's in. Raiders on the comeback trail. Here we go. Raiders going for 2. Style up a blitz against them. Oh, it's a little speed pitch play for Warner. He'll dump it off for the conversion. Mountain double pass. We've used that one a lot. I don't know if I have any other trick plays in the bag. They just called a clear forward pass a fumble. Refs are realistic. Ball don't lie, says Mike plays games. Yeah, he's coming after me. I'm trying to scramble with Devontae Adams. Didn't work out. I think there's another play that has a similar motion, but it isn't the pass. We'll try this one. Hopefully get him off balance here defensively. All right, Lamar to Warren. Cameron Curl. Not going to get him. It's another touchdown in this one. Trying to rig the game for the Cardinals, says Mike. Let's see. Steve waits for 94 overall, so the abilities are cheaper. That's a good way to look at it, Steve. Those of you that were enjoying NBA 2K, are you guys still having fun with it, or is it not too good this year? I've kind of heard mixed things on 2K as the season's progressed. That first couple weeks, the 2K fans were really enjoying the game. I think I'll hold tight and not buy it during Black Friday. Not that I can, it's not a Ford thing. It's just, am I going to get my value out of it? And it seems like every year I get it, I load it up, I play it for 2 or 3 hours and say, boy, I just don't like the way it feels, and I don't stay on the game. Bama, thanks for trying to light the fire under him there. Yeah, I don't spend money on the game, Steve, other than to buy them. Steve says he will dump his credit card on there. It's a heavy VC dump, says Dark Specta. I don't think I've seen that sack celebration before. And it's 4th and 17, up 40. We're just running double mid blitz on them. And no way. He gets the completion here, so here goes Thornton. Wanted to get the ball back and score again. Now I got a longer field to deal with. This one's been over for a while, but we still got to play it till the final whistle. Bama, thanks for the shares on TikTok. Love to get the Bama community in the chat. Oh, this is his play. That's a good play. Forgot about it from last time. Lamar showing off the strong arm. Cooper's got it. And we're hanging with Mr. Cooper on the crossover celebration for another touchdown. Pam says LFG F them. All right, Jackson Smith will get the 2-point conversion. Blitz, the Seahawk mascot, very pumped up to see us back up 40. 7 seconds remain in this football extravaganza. Tony Mack, thanks for following, Tony. It's up for grabs. Porter's going to grab it. And Porter's going to fumble it. This will be our last play of the game. Porter gets his recovery, and that's the ball game. That was a long one. Was hopeful to play another game because I thought the guy might quit out 20 minutes ago, but he stuck with it. I think I'll jump off. I have about 25 clips or so I need to turn into TikToks, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. We'll continue to try to level up through this Autumn Classic tomorrow. Let's see if we got any packs for that. And I'm back on tonight, 6 o'clock my time on the West Coast. If you guys are East Coast, it's 9 o'clock tip-off. It's Northwestern State against Grand Canyon. And I'll keep that one probably exclusive to YouTube because I have a harder time getting in and getting to interact with chat. If you haven't done so, hey, download the Underdog app. Use creator code DYF. $5 will get you 100 in bonus funds, and you'll get your first gimme play, your first special play. So yeah, please join Underdog if you haven't. We get the gunslinger there. Your wife went to Grand Canyon. Well, you should join us tonight, Joey. Watching is free over on the YouTube chat. We get a season 4 token collectible, and what else do we get here? Oh yeah, we got to open these. I kind of feel we probably want that turducken thing, don't we? The turducken token collectible or the 84. What should we take, guys? I think if I wasn't on stream, I would take the turducken. I kind of tempted to do the 281s and just hope to get lucky on a couple pulls. Anybody have a strong opinion on it? Bama? Truckin'? 84 gamble, says Mike. All right. Fingers crossed. And we get Dennis Gardeck. Looks like he could move into Sam. I just don't want to push a Seahawk out. That may be the one that's got us right to 40, because I think I'm exactly on 40 Seahawks right now. Go turducken yourself, says Truckin'. Hey, Cole, thanks for following. We're super close to 40,000 followers. Everybody stay followed up, and please be here for our next stream. Always like to spread the raids around a bit. We got Desert Rat, Lady Rage Gaming, and Don't Cut the Block Dragon and Sky on. Anybody want to make the call in chat where we're raiding? So it's Desert Rat, Lady Rage Gaming. I won't tell you what game they're on. Don't Cut the Block Dragon and O_Sky O. I'm waiting to see if anybody has a preference. What's the average overalls now? The good cards coming out right now are like 92, 93. The real top of the mark cards, Steve. So if you're waiting for 94s, it's just about time. If you're waiting to jump in on the game. All right, nobody told me where to raid. All right, Bama said go for Desert Rat. Here we go to Desert Rat right now. I can't remember if it's Desert Rat 33 or not. Let me double check. Yep, Desert Rat 33. I don't usually type out the name. I usually just copy and paste it. All right, so we're going to Dez. Please check out Dez. He's got you guys covered this morning, and he'll be happy to talk sports with you. Good luck to you all in the Autumn Classic if you're playing it. And away we head to Arizona right now. Thanks for hanging out with us. Dark Spectre, I'm going to write you and Fantastic up right now on the wall, and then you guys can find yourself on the poster board later on. Looks like you're playing again tonight. Just win, baby, right? Like Al Davis used to say. But good luck to you, Dark. If I get a chance while I'm streaming on YouTube, I'll try to pop over on Twitch and see what you're up to. All right, here goes the raid. See you guys soon.